So what's good, Straw Gang, and welcome back to another video, man. As you guys can tell by the title and thumbnail, we're going to be doing a, review of the blog post for the new Warzone World War II Pacific themed map. I had to make this video because of how excited I was when I saw this in bed. Checked it out on my phone because, like I said, I woke up a little bit ago, and the Vanguard multiplayer reveal dropped as well. So with that, we've got a lot more information and actual screenshots for this new World War II themed Warzone map dropping later on. So as you guys can see here, new intel drop for Pacific map and Call of Duty Warzone Ocean. Here we've got a little description of this map. Companies and developers are proud to confirm that Warzone will receive a new map base within the Pacific later this year following the launch of Vanguard. This specific map will feature an entirely new play space built from the ground up. Okay, that's good. There's some things I want to add into this, you know, as we go along the video. Complete with all new points of interest, ready to traverse the lush landscapes, rocky crags, and other as yet unrevealed areas, all contained within this expansive island. Visually, Warzone's Pacific map will be a change of pace from the war-torn environment of Verdansk to something that is more vibrant and alive. That is what we've been wanting. Okay, so it's one of the things they have learned from the community, or taken feedback from the community, is that we don't want this dead, just disgusting, it's not disgusting, but this dull looking, Verdansk map. And obviously World War II being the theme it is, we thought it was going to be like these browns and grays, and no, it's much better than that. Here's a look at the map itself, and it looks really cool. That's all I have to say. So there are other things that I want to add on to this, and I will do that later. We'll just read a couple things from this little, whatever you call it. There are also plans for continuous and fresh experiences throughout your time in the Pacific. The island is roughly the size of Verdansk. So when there was like a leak and rumor that there was going to be a new Warzone map, it was going to be like a full scale, bigger than Verdansk. So it's not. It's roughly the size of Verdansk, and built based on learnings from the community over nearly 2 years. Yes, it has taken 2 years. Isn't that actually crazy? It's been 2 years since we had a proper new Warzone map. I hope they plan to either make big enough changes to this map or change it every year, because we don't need something like Verdansk again. We don't need a situation where the map almost doesn't change at all for another 2 years. No, that's not something I'm looking to, take part in. The result is a fun, incredibly compelling gameplay space with numerous points of interest to explore and exceptional depth of combat potential. Speaking of what the community has played thus far, your efforts through building personal loadouts and profiles will carry on, which we talked about. I talked about it in a video at some point, that the loadouts and weapons will carry on. Now, speaking of things they've learned from the community, one thing that I instantly thought of was how many buildings there are in Verdansk that have those one-way access points. You know those red buildings in Promenade that have the red rooftop and like the little ladder you have to climb up and that little cubby hole? A lot of buildings like that, where you either have to be higher than the building, camping on something higher, or go in the only way there is to it, right? So there's really only two ways: a taller building, or being in the spot and camping yourself. So I hope that they have made these buildings multiple access areas so that you don't just have to have one way of getting to it. That's one of my biggest hopes, because there's always going to be campers in Call of Duty. There's always going to be casuals, and they know that, right? So they're not going to completely wipe out the safe spots, which I don't have too much of an issue with. Yeah, I just really hope that they don't ruin the map. And then another thing that I thought of when I first saw this area over here is that, because they said this map has been built from the ground up, and I hope that means that they haven't just taken the layout of Verdansk. You know how you got prison here, you got farmland, you've got port over here, you've got downtown. I hope they just haven't taken the layout of Verdansk and then replaced that with the new PLYs and revamped it as a World War II Pacific map. I hope they've really taken the actual map completely separate from Verdansk and rebuilt it, because that would be cool, right? It would be kind of sucky, even though it's completely new. Still the same type of layout, you still feel like you're somewhat playing the same map. I want a completely new experience for this map, and by the way they're talking about it, it definitely sounds like that's going to be the case, so I'm very excited for that. And then of course they talk about anti-cheat as well as commitment to post-launch content. Now this is another thing that I am looking forward to heavily. So in addition, as previously confirmed, Warzone's, okay, we all know that PC Raver, yeah, okay, where is it? During the holiday season and throughout 2022, be ready for a massive calendar of free post-launch content featuring new MP maps, modes, playlists, community celebrations, limited time and seasonal events. So one thing that I'm already thinking is that, are we going to get possibly a bit of a stretch, but are we going to get like a Christmas themed World War II map, or are we going to get a Halloween themed map like Verdansk? Bro, seeing this in a Christmas or Halloween setting would be amazing. Imagine all those palm trees turn to like Christmas trees and there's snow and shit like that, bro. There's a lot of things that they could have done with Warzone already and missed the opportunity to. I really hope they just say fuck it and go all out with it. Give us a Christmas themed Pacific map. Maybe it's a bit early after the release, so I understand if they don't, but I really don't want them to slack on these seasonal events and these community-based things, because that's what really gives a game life, you know. That's what Fortnite absolutely got right on the dot, is the Christmas map and all of these new themes that they had for the map, which doesn't even have a name, but for the Fortnite map. It's so appealing to have a saturated, vibrant map. We've obviously seen that with Fortnite, and if you guys have seen the Blackout map, that Blackout map is just attractive to look at. It's just a nice map. It's appealing to the eye, right? It's nice and vibrant. It feels lively. There's lots of color. It makes you want to play it. So all of this packed into one, plus these screenshots and little, where's the video about it? There's like a little video they showcase. Okay, here it is. So Call of Duty tweeted, "We're going to the Pacific. A new Warzone map will launch later this year. More to come soon. Pack sunscreen." I don't know if this is uploaded on their YouTube channel because I don't want to watch it in that quality, man. Let me find it. Oh, they didn't. Damn, I don't want to watch it in this duty quality.
An entirely new play space, complete with all new points of interest. Players will get to traverse the lush landscapes of the island and make their way through a variety of extremely cool locations.
It reminds me of Shangri-La, like that little waterfall, or not the waterfall, yeah. When you're underground and you go through the little, like the things that, you know, spring you up, or not spring because it's water, but you know what I mean.
While battling it out alongside friends and foes. We are going to...
So yeah, it's like a very short, quick 17-second video just talking about it there. A couple things I wanted to touch up on is that they didn't talk about vehicles and mobility. So obviously they show the ocean right here. Are we going to be able to drive boats or swim? Maybe that would be really epic. Oh shit, I hit my bowl. So we don't know what type of vehicles we're going to be getting, if there's going to be like an ATV type of vehicle, and then the buggy, SUV, and the Bertha. I don't know what they're going to have in place for those, or, you know, what there is going to be. Like I said, a boat, or if we can swim. That'd be really cool if we could. I think having a boat and being able to swim would be just a really cool feature. So I hope you guys enjoyed me covering and reviewing this new Warzone map intel that we got for the Pacific World War II themed map. I'm really excited for it, and it's not exaggerated at all. Like, seeing that this is going to be Warzone, like that this is going to be Warzone, oh my god. One last thing is, I hope that it's nice and optimized for PC, because it's definitely no secret that Warzone currently is a very poorly optimized game for PC. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Drop a like if you're excited as well, and yeah, that's it. I'm out, man. Have a great day, everybody, and I'm out.